Good evening, good day, or good morning, depending what time of day it is when you're watching this. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. Before I get properly stuck into stamping, I'm just going to sort out my device so that I can read any comments that might be happening. Although my daughter's device doesn't seem like it's wanting to play. Anyway, I hope you are well. I've had a busy weekend, so I'm just kind of getting back into stamping mode. Tidied up a big enough space on my desk to actually do some stamping. So, yes. Yay! Managed to get my device to work, so... Now I've just got to check something. Oops. There we go. Right, all sorted. If you've just popped in, I'm sure you're wondering what this is. So I was looking at this piece of packaging my husband has put out for the recycling, and I was thinking, I did have an idea to create something like this to actually help with the one sheet wonders, because although up to now I try and do fairly randomish, well, they're not completely random, but they're not very ordered designs. They, obviously they tend to be in lines, or go down the middle or whatever. I thought it would be fun to try and find something that would help me maybe do specific patterns. So when I saw this in our recycling pile, I thought I could rescue it just to see what we could do with it, and how we can use this to create some interesting patterns. So it's a game packaging. My husband is very much into board gaming, and what tends to happen is that you get the game and then you pop these pieces out. They're printed, and then you pop these pieces out and you keep the pieces, but then you throw away the packaging. So I'm going to just pop that down there, and I know I haven't got a great big amount of space, but my idea is that once you just stamp one stamp in these little spaces, then you can stamp around it and see what happens. So I've just got some of my kind of favourite stamps, and this one that I don't think I've played with that much on YouTube yet. I did do it as a Facebook Live, so if you follow me on Facebook, you may have seen me playing with this stamp set. It's really beautiful. It's one of the new distinctive star stamps, so it's very, very detailed. So let's just have a play and see what happens. If anyone's got some colour choices they'd like to throw us, maybe throw some ideas up. Hello Katie, lovely to see you. Do say hello if you're watching. I'm just going to grab Sahara Sand to start with. Hello from Scotland. Hi Karen, how are you? So this is a live, recorded as a live video, so if you're watching this on the replay, this is why I occasionally saying hello to people. Don't feel you have to watch this bit. If you want to forward it, if you want to fast forward, watch it on fast forward, that's absolutely fine. I won't be offended by that, because I appreciate the live watching experience is a bit different from the replay experience. Hi Zoe, nice to see you. So I've just grabbed Sahara Sand there for a moment, because it's a nice pale colour to get started with. I'm just grabbing some blocks as well. I'm just going to start with this little kind of like bubbly kind of shape there. Hello, watching from Paris. Ooh. Oh, you got a sore ear. Ouch. Okay, so for those of you who've just arrived, this is some packaging I've rescued from the recycling pile, and I want to use it as just a way of defining spacing for creating a one sheet wonder. And so you can see how these fabulous squares are just helping me to put these little dots down, and then it will aid create a pattern across my paper. So if you ever see some sort of packaging like this, then rescue it, won't you? And you can have a go. But I do have a little idea in my head of how to recreate it using cardstock. So, oh great, Katie, I'm glad that they're being helpful. Oh, you want some Pretty Peacock? Yes, okay, from California. Hi, you're watching in bed in Lancashire. Wonderful. And hi, Pat, nice to see you. Right, see, look, I've taken it away, and look, I've got this perfect kind of like pattern. So if I want to carry it on, all I need to do is move my grid up a little bit, reassign it, as it were. Now I'm ignoring this bit down here because this is a bit different, so I'm just focusing in on this bit up here. So let's see if I can get another one in there, one in there, then one here. Then let's move that over a bit more. See if I can. Oh no, go a bit lower down, I think. One there, one there, one there. See if I can fit another one on in here. Right. So as you can see, I've got like a bit of a layout now to aim for. With, I don't know, should we put some nice flowers or something in there? Could even try that pretty rose from Beautiful Friendship. But then we don't necessarily have to put the same thing in every single square. You know, we can, you know, see what happens. Hi, Reet. You're watching from Corfu. Oh, are you on holiday? Oh, how wonderful. Yes, you're only a few minutes late. It's all right. You haven't missed much. You've just missed me waffling a little bit. So, Pretty Peacock, Karen said. So, let's grab Pretty Peacock. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, I picked Blueberry Bliss by accident. Right, so there's Pretty Peacock. And what other colour could we go for with Pretty Peacock? You guys name some colours. I'll grab more colours. Right, now because I'm about to use a photopolymer stamp, I'm just going to pop my Fabby Stampin' Up mats underneath my work, because I do find it does make a difference. So, good morning, Australia. Welcome, Australia. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, April. Hi, Carol. So I've already marked out my little areas, and I don't think I'm going to do every single. I don't think I'm going to do every single one. I'm going to do every other. But I need your colour ideas, please, people. That one, I think. And I've got a feeling it would show just a little bit at the top there. And let's have, would it show over there a little bit? No, I don't think so. No, that's fine. Okay, right, some colour ideas, please. I want to do something in between. I want to do something different there. Oh, I could do a butterfly, couldn't I? Hi, Christine. Nice to see you. That butterfly fit in there? Yes, it will. Marvellous. Right, let's see. Poppy red. Ooh, that's quite daring. I'm trying to think which direction to do this. Maybe that way. where the direction my hand is naturally kind of wanting to hold it. So the butterfly is kind of going smack bang in the middle of those bubbly things. Now I know I've done the rose slightly off to the side, but I've done that deliberately because I know I want to stamp more flowers. So that's why I've done that. I know you might be thinking, why did Ruth leave that little bit? It's because I want to stamp more in the poppy red, obviously. Who suggested that? Karen. So poppy red and tranquil tide. Poppy Parade, here it is. Oh, right, so Poppy Parade, and let's think, what flowers could we do in there? We just want a little one. Oops, that's my light falling over. I'm just having a look at my stamps. Just want something to fit in here. That's not too big. And so saffron. That's a good idea. So saffron. Metallic inks. No, I haven't ordered those yet, Christine. Have you used them? Are they any good? I have seen some pretty things being made with it, but I don't have it as yet. You'd like to see them too. What would you like to see? Right, so this is Poppy Parade, and so I want to do like a couple next to my roses. So the aim of this, oh dear, the aim of this attempt is to try and create quite a formulaic design, a repeat design, not formulaic, that's not what I meant, a repeat design. And for those of you who've just come in, I used a bit of a template to do this, rescued from some packaging, which I will show again in a second after I finish doing this. I think that needs a butterfly down that end, doesn't it? They do stamp well. Okay. Butterfly there. Right. And I think I need to squeeze in a little flower up here. Yes. Yes. Okay. So that's the Poppy Parade gone on, and it would be nice to maybe do another little bit of Poppy Parade. Let's have a think, what little flower could I use? Where's... Oh, actually, my other idea was to do this red swirl. What about a red swirl around the butterfly? That might be fun. Hi Esther, hi Dawn, hi Jeannie. You've invited and shared. Woohoo, thank you. I missed a flower. Where did I miss a flower? Oh, yes, I did miss a flower. Thank you. See, this is a great thing about Stamping Live. You guys kind of keep me going. Right, let's pick up this here, like that. Okay. So I want to do a stamp and then a stamp again and a stamp again, just to create... Oh, that looks so funky. Let's just have another go doing that. I've just got to remember, do only the butterflies, not the roses. Okay, you have to scream at me if you see me trying to stamp this around the roses. This reminds me of... what's that? Baklava. That, you know, those Greek or Middle Eastern pastries you get with the fine, almost like vermicelli, like pastry. When I'm looking at it, it looks like that. It looks like a little nest. Actually, that would be quite fun to stamp this, to create a little nest. I know, I love baklava. Tell you what, I could eat a tray of that any day. Right, so that's that one. And I know you might be going, oh, she's getting ink on her mats. Oh my goodness, it's okay. I've discovered that they clean up really easily. You just get a damp cloth and it's really easy to get the ink off these. Yeah, I know. I know you. I wouldn't be able to hear you, Christine. I just like the idea of it, that you guys would be. Oh, look, I've got a smudge on there from my hand. Never mind. I've got my sand eraser somewhere, which is really cool. I love my sand eraser. Oh well, there we go. I'll give that a wipe down because I don't want that to stain too much. Oh, I did have my cloths. Here they are. Lidl sell them. Ooh. And I've only got an Aldi near me. Hi, Kay. Hello, Annette. Right, I'm just cleaning off that and getting my special little cleaner here to get some of this on it. Because even though I try hard not to push down too hard on these, I still do. Right, I'm just going to clean my wrist as well because I don't want any more transfer. Right, so we've gone for Red and Pretty Peacock. Now, someone's mentioned So Saffron, which I think we may use. Yes, what about So Saffron and this lovely little... No, too big. It's the wrong size. What about some yellow, these yellow dotty things? Soft sea foam, yes, that would be a nice colour as well. But someone got in there before you, Esther, and said soft, So Saffron. Now I'm just going to check that this is well inked. So the way I check that my ink pads are well inked is I do that with them, and then I can see, not very well inked at all. So I'm just going to grab my reinker. So I store all my reinkers in these boxes. And in the colour families, so they're easy to grab. Just get a bit of reinker on there. So if you've never done this before, it's really super simple. You just put some blobs. Oh dear, look, I blobbed some on there. And then you get something like a block like this, and then you just pull it over the top and kind of like squish the ink in. And that's it. Super easy. But remember to put the lids on tight. Yes, I might just add another soft green or blue, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ooh. Okay. Just do one there. That's quite cute, isn't it? I feel like I need something a bit more delicate, a finer flower. Let's go for this nice one, this one here. Might do that one over the butterfly. Oh yeah, that works. It's just nice to have a slightly different texture going on there. Granny apple green. Yeah, I'm not sure if we need another bright colour. I'll have a think. I'm thinking this little cluster of flowers might look nice on the other side of the rose. Maybe a bit like that. Right, I think. Yep. Right, how's everyone doing? You still with me? And I quite like having a little bit of this white space going on, so I don't really want to fill it too much. But we have got, a texture stamp we could maybe use just to, ooh, what about that one? Just to help connect areas. So let's have a think. What direction should that go in? Powder pink. Ooh. Actually, I don't have powder pink anymore. It was a retired one, wasn't it? I've got petal pink. I don't know whether just to stick to the three or the Sahara sand. I did use a little bit of Sahara sand under here. So maybe a neutral just to tie it all back together again. So if I don't like it, it's not too terrible because then I can add another colour, can't I? So let's have a think. If we have the really dense part, coming from the flower, sort of coming over like that. Oh no, I don't like that. I'm going to go a bit further into the flower. See if, oh yeah, I prefer that. Okay, so further in, further in, further in, further in. Oops. Oh yes, it kind of just helps connect all together, doesn't it? I think. Yeah. if I want to do much more to it now. Maybe something little with the... Oh, what about that kind of... No. What about that one? Oh, about stamping that in the middle of the blue. I know that does actually have a... Does it have a centre for that? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? In there. But let's see what this one looks like. It's a bit different. Oh, hi Geraldine. Oh yes, you've got to have a bit of texture. Ooh. Oh, that's the perfect centre for this rose. I know it's from a different stamp set, but it really works. Kind of makes it look a bit more exotic. Hi Cindy. Is Pear Pizzazz still with us? Yes, it is. It's in the Subtles range of colours. So Stampin' Up have 4 colour families: the Subtles, the Regals, the Neutrals and the Brights. And yes, it's a helpful way to, if you're just a beginner, if you're a beginner stamper and you're thinking, oh, what colours do I need to get? It's good to just start with maybe a particular colour family. So Karen says, yes, that's the one. Just going to clean that off. Get it on my cleaner, because try and get some of that staining off. Yes, I do like Pear Pizzazz. It's a good mid-green, isn't it? But I think I'm going to stop there. Oh, shall I stop there? Shall I do something else? I'm inclined to put a little leaf or something in, but I don't know what colour I would do it in. I might do it in the Sahara sand. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of holding off on using Very Versailles. I feel like I've overused it a bit this few weeks. Ah, that's better. Just looks like the rose isn't floating anymore, like it's actually sitting on some leaves. You know what, I always feel better when flowers have got leaves near them. There we go, that's what was missing. Have I done all of them? Yep, done all of them. That's it. I'm happy now. Yes, it needed grounding. Right, I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I'll probably just chop it up and use it as for cards. But yeah, that was an interesting way of... I really like how these circles turned out. If you like circles, do check out my previous YouTube Sheet Wonder Wednesday from last Wednesday, because I masked my circles off and that was really interesting. So I might have a go masking off. Actually, I've still got all these masks next to me on my desk, but they're a bit too big. I need smaller masks, sort of this size. Ooh, look at that, that fits. Anyway, let's move on. Let's quickly do something different. Where's my card stock? I don't have a spare sheet here. Yep, there we go. So if you just joined me recently, I'm using this piece of packaging from my husband's board game, to create a bit of a template to get me started. And so what I could do with this one now is actually do one that's kind of fairly square on, because the other one I twiddled around to try and get it to fit. So if I do it there, that's not too bad, is it? Doing it that way round. So anyone got any suggestions for colours? We will set these ones aside. These will not be an option now. Yes, I could do bookmarks with them, couldn't I? Yep. Right, we are getting rid of that. Oh, Malo. Actually, I'm going to say no to the Malo because I realised the other day that it needed re-inking, and I've just ordered the re-inker for it. It's not giving off a very good colour at the moment because I've used it so much, and I didn't realise I didn't have the re-inker. So my cherry cobbler's been recently re-inked. I'm happy to use that one. Actually, you know what would look good? Cherry cobbler and seaside spray. I've not tried that combination. I would use that packaging to just trace squares to make swatch paper. Oh, okay. You've just wrestled with pressed papers. Oh, pressed petals. Right, got seaside spray and cherry cobbler here. And we have got that lovely butterfly, which I wouldn't mind using again, if you don't mind. Or, oh, are you giving me an actual colour palette? Okay, can I do that one afterwards? Oh, excuse me. Dearie me. I'm a wee bit tired. You know what, I might go for this rose again. See what this rose looks like in cherry cobbler. Ah, yes, Aston Villa colours. Yes, you're quite right. Well, I guess you could even do this in rose. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Shall we see what that looks like? Mossy meadow. Yes, that would look nice. What with this, with the red and the blue? Ta-da! There we go. Not too shabby, hey? And then what if we move it over to there, then I can fit in these ones that I'd like to use. It does look like a lotto board, doesn't it? No, it was a board game that my husband bought, and they often come with these, you know, you have to push out these cardboard chip bits, and so this is the packaging from it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's lovely. I can use that. So right, so now I've got the little butterflies, and I'm going to just do this. Uh-oh. Didn't quite connect properly. Do that again. Right, last one. There we go. Right, I don't need this anymore, do I? So I have an idea that with the this one here, we can kind of almost connect it all up. Like, right, so was it Mossy Meadow was the other colour that you guys suggested? There we go. Right, Mossy Meadow. Yeah, me too, Sheila. I'm surprised I don't lose stamps either. No, I'm very careful. What I put everything very, down next to me, and then I go over and clean them all afterwards. I do sometimes lose stamps. Yep, there are some. But I've learnt not to really panic over it too much if I do, and they more often than not do turn up. Oh, so funny. I was walking home with my daughter from school today, and she was talking about how she and one of the classroom assistants would like to set up a craft or art club at school as an after-school club. And she said, "Oh, I'd like to, teach people how to draw because." And then anyway, she was whittering on about it, and then she said the phrase, "Because surely, slowly but surely, they'll learn how to do it." And I went, "Slowly but surely, where did you learn that from?" She goes, "Oh, I don't know." But she comes out with these like funny little phrases that she's obviously picked up from somewhere. It's just really funny hearing her say them. Slowly but surely. Hi, Hilda. Oh yes, Esther's lost stamps. She hates losing stamps. Right. Nope. Nope. That's not going to work, is it? We need something. Something. Do we need a different colour? Maybe do that there. Oh, it's still got yellow on it. Oops. A branch. Oh, yes, maybe. Right, the beauty of this process, guys, is that, you know what, I might end up not liking this paper, but it's okay, because there'll be just aspects of it that I'll go, oh, I like how that sits with that, or that, blah, 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 blah. And I can use it for another day. There is this branch, which is quite sizable. it might fit. Ooh. I'm thinking something pinky. What about petal pink? Because it's petal pink is almost a bit of a neutral colour for me. Hi Christine from Australia. We have Christine in from Wales and Christine from Australia today. Right, oops, got a bit of a boo-boo on there, but never mind. Right, so what were you going for? Trying to fit this in somewhere. Ooh. Just do it. Just do it. Right, so I'm fitting this around the butterflies. Let's see if that'll fit in there. Okay, let's see. There. Rococo Rose. Oh, now you're talking. Yeah, Rococo Rose might have worked. But you see, I might go, oh, I like how that fits there, and that, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. It's just been nice to chat to you guys and, do a wee bit of stamping together. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I think because this one is half off the page, it's a bit trickier to see what I'm doing, to be quite honest. Right, let's move over to this bit now. Hello, Buffy5KT. A hearty hello from the Midwest of the US. Hey, Midwest. Right, I've realised I've put this in a slightly different position to the other one, but never mind. It's just fun to see what happens. Squidged that in there. Hi Tracy, how are you? Right, yes, I'm not feeling the love with this one just yet, but we'll keep going. You know what I'm like? We just keep going until it works. Until it comes good. So let's use some of this now on this stamp here, this floral one, and get some of these flowers here. I think this might need re-inking at some point. Right. Bit more peach on there now. Does it need a grey or brown? Yes, I would say it does, because it needs something to ground it all. Yes, indeed. I'm going to grab a bit of crumb cake. It needs texture, that's what it needs. Let's grab this one. Soft suede's quite dark actually. Yeah. So I'm going to stick with crumb cake and hope for the best. I might just bring in my little colour did I use on that last? No, that's fine, it's a brown. Pink. Yeah, only recently I've realised how dark soft suede is. I think for ages I thought it was one of the lighter ones, but no, it really isn't. Right. Right. I think some more leaves, but beige leaves. Those. Yeah, Christine mentioned that earlier. I feel like we need to get more floral in here. Maybe use that one again, but yeah. Thank you, Cindy. That makes me feel better. It is a process. It's not, you know, a quick kind of, oh, that's definitely going to work, just do it. Sometimes it does take quite a bit of playing until you are happy. Yes, I like that. So Rococo Rose and Cherry Cobbler make a really good combination. Look at that. It's really classic and very sophisticated looking. Yes, that's pretty. Okay, now we're on a roll. So I think, what about a nice little flower in between? Two flowers in between these butterflies. Oh, that's getting there now, isn't it? Right, I know what else we need. The orchid from Varied Vases. I need something just to connect the two designs together. Because otherwise it does really look like I've just had two thoughts. But the two thoughts happen to be on the same page. So this is sort of trying to connect them up a bit more. That's the only danger of working in lines. That's a little bit better, isn't it? What about... Oh, have a good trip. Yeah, see you guys soon. Thank you for joining us. Right. I think crumb cake. So what I'm doing is where the, I don't know how easy that is for you to see, but there's almost like a point, a blank bit here. So I'm aiming my the top of my butterfly to in between there. So that's the way to kind of roughly make sure you get it in the same place. Is you find a spot and you kind of repeatedly kind of hit that spot, as it were. So I've got that little space there, so in between, and bam, bam, bam. Okay, so if you've watched me do these before, you know that I talk about creating rules for yourself. So you create a little rule and then you keep at it, because unless you repeat the rule, you won't know if it works or not. So you have to keep repeating it to see if it works. Okay. Oh yes, it does look like expensive wallpaper. So I just read your comment, Kay. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to aim again, but for the other side of the butterfly wing this time. So even though it looks like fairly random, it's not. It's repeat random, if that makes sense. I don't think I've got to fit in that side. Okay, this is looking a bit bare here. So I wonder if then I can bring back that one, because that's the only bit of blue that I've done there. So I need to do more blue. So I think this will be the final bit. I feel like I need a little bit more blue on here actually. Yes. Oh, hello, Janice. Welcome. That's a good idea. A little blue butterfly tucked in somewhere. That is a good idea. What have you missed? Oh my goodness. Wow, Janice, what can we tell you? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's just pinged off. This is the moment when I have palpitations. I'm like, where's it gone? Oh dear. Oh, but look, I did find my Mango Melody ink pad on my floor. I did wonder where that had got to. So, you see, things do turn up. Oh, I'm think I'm going to have to look for that later. Right, I'm going to have to choose another butterfly. Hold on, bear with. Yeah, it was the little butterfly went flying off. Not be able to get away with that one. But look, I found that. I wondered where that had got to. I'm just brushing down my trousers to see if it's stuck to my trousers. No, can't find it. You see, the problem is I switch off my main light overhead because it causes a shadow from my stand. So I have another little light on beside me, but it's not that bright. So, right, where's the blue gone? Gosh, it does look like expensive wallpaper, doesn't it? It's almost very quite Laura Ashley-like. There we go. Okay, so if this is the first time you've ever watched one of my One Sheet Wonders, please go and check out my other videos. They are not as complicated as this one. I promise you. This one is a wee bit complicated, but it is gorgeous, I think. I'm not going to want to cut this up, am I? Maybe I could use it to decorate like 2 big notebooks or something. Right, that's it. That it is. Bookmarks, it is. Well, no, because I'll end up losing. I quite like it all together now. See, I worked hard to bring the pattern together. So I think if I cut that there, that will cover one sort of what is that? A5 notebook, wouldn't it? So, yes. Oh, you like Laura Ashley? Yes, I do too. Right, so I've managed to do 2 in 1 hour, which is not too bad going considering how detailed they are. So let's bring back the first one. So this was the first one, everybody. And for those of you who've just joined, I was using this bit of, oh yes, or a diary, says Esther. Yes, we could use it to decorate a diary. So I used this bit of packaging that we were going to throw away to be a bit of a template to stamp the designs. So you don't have to keep it there the whole time. You just stamp maybe one small stamp in the centre, and once you finish doing that, you take that away, and then you've got your basis for creating the rest of your work. So that one was using Sahara Sand, Pretty Peacock and Poppy Parade. And the stamp sets that I have used are Artisan Textures, Swirly Frames, that one, and Beautiful Friendship, that one. And did we use Butterfly? Yes, and Butterfly Wishes, that one there. And did I use anything else? Oh yes, Beautiful Bouquet. That stamp from Beautiful Bouquet. Okay, so again, I know they're stamp heavy, but you know what? I'm not going to make apologies for it. This is a stampin' channel. This is a channel about stamping. So in a way, by doing these, I'm kind of getting back to basics. You know, just using your stamps. So laminate the whole thing and make a cover. Oh yes, I can make one of those. Yes, yeah, I know what you mean, Janice. I think someone made me one of those once. Yeah, it's really cool. Right, so this one, a lot of stamps. So we used Beautiful Bouquet, that one. Then we used Butterfly Wishes for the little butterfly, that one, which I'm going to have to find. That bit and the rose there. And oh, I forgot about this one. Sorry, the dots. It's Abstract Impressions. It's that one. I forgot about that, didn't I? Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so then also Varied Vases, we use that one for that bit there, and then that little one for those. Then we use the butterfly, one of these, that one from Butterfly Gala. Right, and then the colours used are Petal Pink, Cherry Cobbler, Rococo Rose, Crumb Cake, Seaside Spray, and I thought there was one more. Where's it gone? Mossy Meadow. There we go. So that is a really gorgeous colour palette. If anyone wants to have a go making a one sheet wonder, not necessarily like mine, but if you want to have a go with that colour palette, this is what it is. Oh, well, let's put it in a better order. That one, that one. Right, apologies, my crumb cake looks like it's green, but it isn't. I think the lid has been in the sunshine and it's made it go a funny colour, but it's actually that colour. Alright, so start again. Crumb Cake, Seaside Spray, Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink, Rococo Rose and Cherry Cobbler. That is a gorgeous palette. Really, really gorgeous. Those colours on the last sheet are everything. Yes. Yeah, they are. It's a really beautiful colour scheme. Yeah, and you see, I wouldn't have picked that if I hadn't been doing this. So it's good fun to just have a go, see what happens. But yeah, if anyone wants to have a go creating something with that, that'd be really great. So, yeah. You love the Rococo Rose with Cherry Cobbler. Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, and the Seaside Spray. Something about that colour, really nice. So I'm sorry, I want to go over the colours of the previous one because I realised I missed out So Saffron. I just want to do it again because sometimes I edit these down really tight and it's nice to just do this. Where are we? That's the colour scheme for that one. Poppy Parade, Pretty Peacock, Sahara Sand, and So Saffron. Yeah, the old ink pads are, yeah, they do seem a little bit big. It's because it's got that funny little lip thing there. There we go. And then do the colour again. So it's Abstract Impressions, Beautiful Friendship, Beautiful Bouquet, and Butterfly Wishes. With a little bit of swirly frames, artisan textures. That's a lot of stamps, isn't it? But if you guys are into stamping, you will have this amount of stamps, so it's okay. Just use what you have. You've taken a screenshot. Oh, thank you, Christine. Yes, I'll take some decent photos and put them on my blog at some point so that you have a record of this. And then I'll take a decision about, I'll make a decision about what to do with this because it's so pretty. Answers on a postcard, please. Right, lovely to see you all. Thank you for coming and watching. It really makes my day to kind of touch base with you all. Let me know which is your favourite. Number 1, this is number 1, or number 2. Okay? or for what reason you like them. So thank you, Buffy. Are you a new subscriber to me? If you are, or a new viewer, please don't forget to subscribe and press the thumbs up button, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Right, take care everybody. Bye.